Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? What's up, world? Radio for the world. We back. Big Dawgz, episode 2. It's your boy, King Zay Suave, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't get my boy JR in the building this week. He had to go to work, you know what I'm saying? Had to get that chili like we all do. You know, it's another summer in Los Angeles. We got to get paid. But I want to introduce y'all somebody. I got my homeboy right here, man. Go ahead and let him who you know. Let him who know he
I'm
is.
just Reggie. You feel me? My name is Reginald, but we're going to keep it just like that, just Reggie. You can see me on Instagram at the same thing. Put a dot in between.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get into it.
We going to get into it. It's my nigga right here, man. And we still good. It's all good. Let's
sure.
get into this shit, man. You know, we got a. It's been an interesting week. A whole lot of shit went down. In so many different directions, from music, sports, life and shit. I want to know what you gotta say first, cause you know I got topics for show and shit. I want you to get your opinion on. You know what I'm saying? But what you got to say?
It's been heavy. I feel like for the whole world,
Mm-hmm.
But on a personal level, I'm feeling it for us out here in Los Angeles, most definitely.
Bro.
Regarding this situation with our current president.
My nigga,
So
the orange man. What the fuck? Come on, man. And
On a-
RC too. But my bad. Go ahead.
no, you green on the first hit.
Yeah.
He's going extremely hard with this immigration and deportation thing,
You feel me?
and we feeling it out here in the community. And it's not just for the Hispanic community; it is mainly targeted at them. But everybody needs to understand, when it comes to stuff like this, they can see anybody and be like, "Hey, you're Haitian, you're Dominican." Everybody, we need to be aware. We need to be cautious
Yeah.
because they're being ruthless. They're going after elementary schools. Who does that?
Type shit. You know. What I'm saying?
Graduations, people's most,
Vulnerable moments and shit. You know. What I'm saying?
we're pulling up on hospitals. Like, what's happening out here?
You know, it's looking a lot too similar, man. But shit, it's a part of their agenda. I remember that's why it's like I don't know why motherfuckers really voted for that nigga, man. Like he kind of said that like I am going to fucking get in the office and start doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And L.A. being as big of a pot as it is, you know what I'm saying? Especially since we so close to Mexico and shit, he was automatically gonna target LA and shit like that. So
Fact.
one thing about our president, you know what I'm saying? This is probably the controversial take. Well, not even controversial. This is how I feel. It's like, man, why motherfuckers vote for him? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a whole lot of people on some pro-Trump shit before he got in office, and now
Most
he's doing all this
definitely.
crazy shit, and everybody like, oh, he's so fucking bad. I'm like, y'all niggas expected this, man. Y'all voted for this man.
That's the part that kills me. I don't want to
be
hear. I
like-
don't want to hear the after if you voted for the man, because
You
he.
know?
That's one thing that I will say about Trump that I will commend him on. He's real. He's honest. Everything that he said, he's gonna follow through on. So
Right.
I'm not gonna take nothing that he say for pussy or nothing like that. He's gonna do what he want to do.
Nah, he for sure mean that shit. But for sure, for a lot of people, man, they should have just seen that shit coming. Well, not for a lot of people. For certain people, if you voted for Trump and shit like that, you weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why you even like try to do that shit. And in so many ways, because, you know, for one, he's had a history of bigotry, a history of not giving a fuck, a history of snaking out everybody, you know what I'm saying, even people close to him. So it's like you got this motherfucker who's not trustworthy, who's a criminal, who clearly is on his own agenda. And also, I think it's the worst part, he's a shit starter. He wants to go into other countries and fucking start wars and shit or
When we
talk
got
shit.
problems at home that are not being addressed.
And I feel like he trying to even stir that up. He want motherfucking dysfunction at home too to give him more leeway. Like, for example, like the whole time when they were doing this ICE shit, they was showing that one clip when they were in downtown LA like rioting. They seen like some of the looters was throwing shit at the police and shit. Next day they brought in the Marines and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like right there, that's the whole plot. He wants motherfuckers. He wants shit to look crazy so that way he can have a excuse to go do some crazy shit. To go and be like, okay, I'm gonna go put military tanks all through LA and shit, and just aggressively snatch these motherfuckers up against their will, which is kidnapping, honestly, too.
Yeah, it's all
So
a
it's
part of
like-
a bigger picture and a bigger plan.
Yeah.
And speaking on history when it comes to him, with the things that are happening currently, with him sending these missiles at Iran and pretty much not asking for anybody's hearsay on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's done this before.
For sure.
And it's been swept under the rug. That's the thing that kills me. So when he was first elected in the presidency
Mm-hmm.
in 2020, He shot a missile across the country at a dude having a speech in the Middle East and killed him in front of everybody. A month later, COVID comes out, and nobody talks about this again.
Man, distractions, man. What the fuck? But it's like, that's a part of it. Matter of fact, I got a question for you. Do you think the way we vote and the way like the whole structure is now with the electoral college is something that could still sustain and still be beneficial to Americans? Or you feel like we need to switch this shit up and do something new?
I don't believe in the electoral college because it's shown us time and time again. I mean, I don't understand how a majority decision is overruled because the decisions were made in certain areas. It's almost like, okay, so this is the thing, and this is why China likes to shit on us for being such a young country. Mm-hmm. They've been around for 8,000 plus years. We've been around for 350 or so.
Yeah.
Making decisions like that is one of the youthful decisions that I feel like we're making.
Showing our age. For
real. We can't.
You think we should be more like China?
Not more like China, I would say. Nah, definitely not more like China. I'm not into the whole.
Hell to the no, but I ain't gonna be able to do shit.
I'm not gonna get into the whole idea of the communism and everything, but like staying solid to values and following through on things that we're going about. You know, it's like we're very loose on things. Like this is supposed to be, you know, the land of the free, home of the brave, and that's what we were taught coming up. But do you actually see that on a day-to-day basis? Do you feel like, you know, hey, this is a country that I want to fight for? This is something that actually embodies on a day-to-day basis? Not if you black,
for sure, or if you a minority, for real. But even in certain minorities, you know what I'm saying? And even certain blacks might feel, oh, yeah, it's a great country and shit. But then I feel like that's just also with their environment. Like, they ain't grow up in, like, real black environment, you know what I'm saying? Because then you would know what it is. It's bottom of the barrel for motherfuckers like us, you know what I'm saying? They treat us like shit. And, you know, it's part of their game. But I think for sure, too, yeah, it needs to be a change. And it should be more majority vote and more vote on, like, us. All right, matter of fact, I'll just say, like, it should be just, like, us having our power should be the thing. But it's like, we not going to collectively come together and be like, we should change shit. Instead, a lot of people just get comfortable with how shit is, and they just say, like, okay, we just gonna keep this, we just gonna go with the flow type shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of go with the flow philosophy and thinking, you know, and like a common phrase you hear from everybody after the end of whatever, just be like, oh, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? How many times you heard that shit after some bullshit? You know what I'm
almost
saying?
Every single time. And that's kind of what we're just like brushing on everybody. But
you know, it's like it's the culture.
We can actually, you know, come together.
Sure.
That's real. Like, it don't even take the whole world. It don't even take the whole community, to be honest. I would love for that. We all would love for that. But like the amount of change you can see with a collective of 10 people, could make a you know, life-changing difference for a lot of people. Just 10 people coming together, and it's been seen, you know, just coming together with these sponsorships. There are people that are going back and they're buying their hometowns
type shit.
You know, I
talk a little bit into the mic.
Oh,
are you good?
For sure.
Good. Go ahead. Oh, my fault.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, before it started getting super gentrified these days,
bruh.
Even
right
here, this area was majority our grandparents, you know holding all of this stuff down,
own houses and stuff like Baldwin Hills, bro. Like,
we had our own Black Wall Street here,
bruh. You seen the Crenshaw Mall, my nigga? It's a graveyard, and it's sad. What, y'all? Crenshaw Mall used to go up, you know what I'm saying? But now that's just another sign of gentrification. They just came in, moved us out, bought the shit, raised up the prices and all that shit to where you can't move back in, you know. Now it's like, I wouldn't say the culture's gone because we still there. The culture is so tight, like we ain't never going to go nowhere. But for sure, it's like, it ain't the same, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the same. But that don't mean that it's over, too. You know, you got motherfuckers like me and you from the city that's still here. And as long as we here and still being ourselves, that culture stays alive. You know what 100%.
I'm saying? So it's a lot of people out here, you feel me, especially these up-and-comers our age, younger too. I'm feeling it. I'm seeing it. I'm loving it. trying to really embody what this is, and we gotta go harder at it.
Not for
100%.
sure. Especially like I said, LA crazy right now.
Yeah.
Boy. We got motherfucking Trump declaring war on fucking all our Hispanic people, you know what I'm saying? All our homies and our homegirls and shit like that. We got him also shit declaring wars on us and shit like that, secretly like getting rid of what's the job shit where it's like equal.
Oh yeah, Job Corps. Like this is stuff for the community to actually come up with, like, and he already knows who it's actually affecting. It's the minorities.
Yeah, for sure. He's just cutting out all they shit, all our shit, you know what I'm saying? Just so for his agenda, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk too much on it, but like we gonna get into it, and also want to keep reading on it too, cause like politics got so fucked up. Honestly, as soon as I seen Donald Trump, I'm like, I don't even want to tap in, bro, cause I'm like, why is a nigga who had a Comedy Central roast the president? You feel me? I'm like, this shit fucking ridiculous, nigga. So I'm like, bro, politics gotta be cooked. Like, that don't make no fucking sense. And then it's not like he had like the whole, like a grand presidential campaign where he sounded hella smart and fucking, like motivational and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Nah, he was using bigotry, sounding stupid sometimes, was just saying shit just to be saying
repeating
shit.
Himself for like an hour.
Just, sometimes purposely being a troll, being funny and shit like that. And I'm like, nigga, this the president now, dog. And then even though my nigga Bernie Sanders was old and shit like that, he had good things to say. And a whole lot of like, they called it controversial, but I'm like, that shit made hella sense. Like the whole student loan debt shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Got motherfuckers that can't even get right after spending their whole life just working. You know what I'm saying? Working to get into college, doing all these homeworks and shit and these assignments. And then when they get out, they might get a good job. But if they do, they got to spend their first good checks paying the school back. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, like, community is big because one thing with community, we able to, like, come together to where we don't need other resources and shit like that, or to where if we're being attacked by other influential people, our influence as a community is able to, go at them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I for sure been big on community. I've been doing shit outside of just music, just been connecting with my friends, my family. I'm trying to, because I be busy as a motherfucker too, but, like, it be in my heart to try to like connect everybody I know and shit, because I know like right now time's changing, you know what I'm saying, and it's like fucking it's this side and then it's God's side, and it's like all my motherfuckers on God's side, I'm trying to get right, because these motherfuckers right here crashing, they ready to like just try to burn everything, but I ain't trying to let that happen, man.
That's what it's pushing us towards. I was having a conversation with my pops about all of this stuff, and just the potential ramifications of what he's doing, especially with sending out these missiles and stuff. That affects us back home. Like the last time that we had issues with people out east, they didn't send bombs over here. We understand that they don't have those capabilities. They can stress that all day. They have people that were in our communities. I don't even want to put that thought out there, but I mean, you have to be aware when we're going and attacking these people's countries. That guy you might see at the store, that dude you might see walking down the street. You feel me? These are all people that could get behind the wheel of a truck. These are all people that could try to hijack something.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
they got other methods to try and get at us. So, especially with being in such a big city, I have to talk to my peoples and make sure that we're all on point, we're all on safe. It's even as far as sometimes considering, like, is this the best possible place to be? And that's the type of energy that he's putting out there. Like I said it when he first did it. Like LA should be on high alert, and 2 days after they announced, when they first made the announcement, they said it's only DC and New York. And then the next day they said, Los Angeles as well. I find that funny.
Man, LA is always going to be a target city because it's like one of the mecca cities. So it's like anytime there's some shit going on or we feel like some shit going to be like under attack or something crazy going to happen, we got to look at a city like ours, unfortunately, because like us is such a mega pot for everything we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole culture, like it's LA, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, man, y'all gotta make sure y'all protect yourselves, and we're gonna protect ourselves too.
Nah, most definitely.
I want to switch it up on a little bit of topic, man, because politics be annoying me.
Let me know what's going on.
I want to talk about, let's talk about some movies real quick. So I just seen on July 4th they put in Sinners on HBO Max. I know you seen that motherfucker.
Yeah, I just recently watched it.
Hell yeah! What you think about that, man?
I actually really enjoyed that movie, man. I don't know if it's just because I'm a little country myself, but I vibe with it on a deeper level.
You know they shot that bitch in Louisiana. Yeah. It's the setting, like the way the movie is, they in Mississippi, but in real life they shot it in Louisiana because he couldn't get the space he needed to all that space he had in Mississippi, but he got in Louisiana. But you already know how the land is out there. Yeah. So
Okay.
that was good info. I found out. I was like, yeah, I like that. I feel like Louisiana probably is one of the most southern cities. I mean, not cities, southern states. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got that real swamp feel. So if you want to make a movie like Sinners, you gotta go there. You know what I'm saying? That's like the perfect location.
Matter of fact, that probably just filming it in that location, I feel like that spoke a little bit of its own soul into the movie.
Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. It for sure added character into that bitch.
Yeah.
So probably he was filming some shit, and then as soon as they got there on set, that for sure the spirit of the land just also came into the movie. That's why I agree with you. It was a great movie. You know what I'm saying? Like
Because it hit me on a spiritual level. I would like to say, like,
Yeah.
when it comes to spiritual stuff, that's why I like to say that. Like, I'm from Louisiana.
Mhm.
You feel me? My people's is. Whenever it gets into things like that, I catch a tear in my eye. It's not out of sadness. I just feel like a deeper connection to the stuff. So, as we going and as we progressing through the movie, and as they breaking down, what these things is
yeah,
that's out there, and they trying to even, when they getting a figure out of it, like, oh, is this a hate, or before they even know that these are actually vampires. At the end of the day, it's an evil spirit.
yeah,
And the feeling that you get from that, the uneasiness, the tension, is different. It don't matter what it is, and that's something that I feel like our people just have a instant tap in with.
nah, for sure. And my favorite part of the movie, and I love explaining to people because they like to say it's a vampire movie. And the movie's about vampires and shit like that. And I'll be telling niggas, a movie to me, what I call it's about the power of music. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole time, everybody wanted what Sammy had, his talent and shit, and they could use it for different reasons. Fucking like the vampire nigga, the white nigga wanted to use it so he could summon his other vampire friends, and they could all be in kumbaya and shit. And then even his dad was trying to use him just so he could use the power to get the church going and shit like that, get motherfuckers in there. And then
He felt it too.
there was even, if you remember in the first scene, there was a scene where like fucking when he came back into the church after going through all that crazy shit, and then his dad making the scene like, my son's finally back in the church, and then he's reaching for his hand like, son, come to God. But then it's like a little jump clip or a jump scare clip of Remick saying the same shit, like, come to me. Because damn near like both of them was kind of like the same character, like the vampire and his dad. Because they both had their own agenda of how they want to use my nigga's talent and shit like that. And then how he was able to fucking conjure spirits from past, present, and future with his songs. Remember that song when they was in the juke joint, when he was able to do that shit? I was like, nigga, that's incredible. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some shit I believe, being tapped into spirituality and me also doing music. I know the power of what my shit can bring. And then them shedding some shit like that on theaters kind of gave me more of a introspective on my own abilities and what I might be doing, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you need a visual just to kind of like give you a glance of like what's kind of going on and shit. So
you
I
really
appreciate
reaching
that.
out to souls, man.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
serious, and that's why
For
music
sure.
is one of the biggest genres. Like when it don't matter what you're going through. You can be at your highest, you could be at your lowest, you could be
100%.
chilling. There's a song for it,
It's a song for it,
and it's gonna touch you in
man.
a different way. You gonna feel it,
You feel
100%.
100%. It's crazy to think too. I also, like everybody else, see crazy shit online. I see motherfuckers are saying, "Oh, I've never cried to a song before. Or a song never moved me to tears and shit." I'm like, nigga, what kind of music y'all been listening to? I done cried over to several songs. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't even
Shit.
gotta be a tearful song.
It don't even gotta be a typical song. It could be some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit that's just random. You know what I'm saying? I think the most random song I cried to was like fucking shit, it might have been like some goofy shit, like some Uzi shit or something. I don't know. But the song was so good, and my mind was just somewhere else because the song was so good. It took me to another happy place. I might have just started tearing up. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes a nigga just say a bar in the song, you be like, damn, and now you thinking about that bar, and it's kind of like getting you in an emotional state. But I don't know. A lot of people just, I feel like, aren't just tapped in with their emotions, so they can't be emotionally connected to the music like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they not even emotionally connected to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just disconnections everywhere.
Yeah, that's a big thing that's not going on for a lot of people, is having that self-reflection at yourself. And it's something that, you know, it takes time. It has to work on. It's something that I'm working on day by day. I know that we probably all are, but it's
100%.
important. That's a side tangent I'm gonna just have to give y'all on some real stuff. Like if you ever feel like you're not sufficient enough, if you're inadequate in any aspect, it's not the end of the world.
Hell nah, man.
It's just something that you have to work at and be aware of.
Yeah.
Once you have that understanding that this is something that you want to change, you're allowed to that. And
For
you don't
sure.
have to change because somebody else said so, or, you know, because of this, because of that. But if you know that it's something that bothers you, then make that effort towards it. And it don't have to be the next day. It don't have to be the next month. It don't have to be next year. But if it never happens, it's okay, as long as you're going at it. That's what's important. Don't feel like you can't attack something.
100%, man.
And that goes with anything, though. You know, whether it be your personal battles or something that you want. Don't ever feel like you can't go for it. You have that opportunity, 100%.
100%. Y'all radio for the world. We want to give a shout out to my boy Dion, the director. We want to give a shout out to Mariana and all the good people at Radio for the World, our family. We here live, episode 2, Big Dawgz podcast, where we talk about all things sports, culture-wise, everything going on in the city and America, with our own real takes, because we the real dogs, the biggest, you know what I'm saying? All bite, no bark. But I want to get into some more stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, like, let's venture off something easier, you know what I'm saying? It's been good. We've been on our serious tip. Let's get into some entertainment. Let's talk about OKC winning this championship, man, for the first time in history, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I'm going to give a clap to them.
Nah, I ain't.
That's real. That's real.
We gonna clap it up for Oklahoma City. They got their first chip.
Come on.
Franchise history, you know what I'm saying? Russ ain't do it. Katie ain't do it. Shea did it. Chet did it. Jalen Williams did it, you know what I'm saying? All the folks over there in OKC. Them niggas won 68 games, y'all. That's a lot.
Amazing season.
Amazing fucking
That's gonna
season.
For sure go down in history. It has
Greatest-
not been done that many times, y'all.
It kind of automatically has to, you know what I'm saying? Greatest seasons of all time as a team and as for SGA as a player. My nigga scoring champion, debut shoe, you know what I'm saying? First team NBA MVP.
Finals MVP.
Finals MVP, chip, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, I was talking to the homies like a couple weeks ago. We was like, when it was the conference finals, whoever win this motherfucker, like, this gonna solidify one of these guards, like either Anthony Edwards, Shea, Tyrese, or who else? Well, the other motherfucker is another main guard, but one of them was going to like
Brunson.
Brunson, there we go,
Yeah.
or Brunson. So one of them was going to like reach the next level and really like take over the legendary status with this chip. And it looked like it was SGA. And SGA already had it lined up because, like I said, he had all them accolades for the year and shit. And now he balling, man. But shout out to SGA. What you guys say about Oklahoma in this year, man?
That was a nail biter, man.
It was.
I had a feeling off go that OKC was gonna take it home, just cause coming from what we doing and seeing what we doing, and I'm running back a little bit. You feel me? We big supporters of the Clippers here.
100%.
And I feel like they had one of the most.
Shout out to the Clips, you know what I'm saying?
Feel me? I feel like they had one of the most stacked teams that they've had probably the past 10 years.
100%.
And I saw what OKC did to them every time they played. And then I seen what OKC did to the Nuggets, who we couldn't get past. So no disrespect to Indiana, because they've had an amazing season as well.
Yeah,
100%.
That playoff run was crazy. This nigga, oh man, I feel so bad for Tyrese, man. We gonna show some love for Tyrese Halliburton. This nigga balled his ass off. You know what I'm saying? Was hitting clutch jumpers and shit like that, doing what his team needed. And then this nigga was hurt, damn near fucking most of the playoffs, nigga.
Yeah. Dealing with that calf first.
Dealing with that calf injury, and then nigga came out, laid it all on the floor. Game 7 was balling, then bam, to see him pop his shit like that, bro. I think every hooper
and that was gonna be a good night for him.
That was gonna be a good night. That was gonna be the night, nigga. What?
So,
Game 7?
I'm
gonna
not
win?
gonna lie. You know,
Ah.
outside of an injury, we don't know who that chip really goes to.
You
but
know what I'm saying,
no, we're not
bro?
never taking
Like,
that away from OKC. But
we not. But
that was gonna be yeah.
I for sure was going for the Pacers. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, you already know I got the homie. He playing for the Pacers
Already.
And, yeah, so them and they got. I like a team that play hard and got dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like this the
Yeah.
Big Dawgz podcast, right? And that's what I like. I like big dogs, my niggas. So it's like what I like when motherfuckers go out there and play defense, play aggressive, ain't scared of no fucking team, and is ready to go out there and win the fucking game. So it's like
They playing basketball the way it's supposed to be played.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? With grit, with passion. You know what I'm saying? With skill, high level skill. You know what I'm saying? They going out and they wasn't gonna fold for shit. Make that shit last 7 games. You know what I'm saying? Shit, and they're supposed to be the best team. Well, it was the best team. Not even supposed to be. They are the best team.
Yeah.
And they won too. But they put up a fucking fight, and it was entertaining basketball for that. You know what I'm saying?
To the Pacers, y'all. If anybody from the Pacers watch this, if y'all care
yeah.
at all, just understand y'all already got the team to win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got them.
Hell yeah, shit,
Don't lose none of them boys.
man.
Just grind it out. Let that boy recover.
You know
Come
what
back
I'm
next
saying?
year.
Keep the whole team, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Y'all got some nice niggas on some 2-way contracts that y'all could bump up now, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, you know, we gotta keep balling. So but shout out to the Pacers, shout out Tyrese Halliburton, hell of a year, hell of a playoff run, one of the best playoff runs and performances we've seen. And yeah, they gonna be back, you know what I'm saying? And in this day and age too, tearing your Achilles ain't the same, you know. So they gonna play
the
again.
recovery is so much different. We're thankful for that.
Yeah, we thankful for that, you know. So like Jason Tatum, Halliburton, they all gonna play again.
Yeah. Look at
Dame, KD, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Niggas forgot, man. I don't know if niggas remember. Remember in 2015, 16 when Russ tore his ACL?
Oh,
Remember that, nigga? I wonder, do y'all remember that? Y'all, Russ tore his whole motherfucking ACL. And this is when I knew technology was different. This nigga tore his whole motherfucking ACL and shit. Came back next year, scoring champion. Fucked his knee up in the playoffs again. Came back next year, it was the MVP triple-double season. I was like, yeah, nigga, they patching niggas up better than they ever had. What the, nigga, you seen Cars? You know, you remember the pit stop nigga, how fast he was doing it? That's what the surgeons be doing with niggas' knees
look at
now.
Brian.
On God.
Look at Brian. Hey, man.
What? That nigga.
I don't either the medicine is too advanced or LeBron is. This is a completely side tangent. That man might actually be a cyborg.
You think Bron juicing? Like,
I didn't want to talk about steroids tonight, but I'll get into it, man. Because that's what I'm saying. Either the man is straight up a cyborg or he's having HGH and tests like through the roof. I mean, like he's never been injured for more than 2-3 months.
And you know what's crazy? It wasn't until like recent times they didn't even test for certain steroids. It was like only one main steroid and shit. And if they didn't detect that, then that's that. And niggas got millions of dollars and shit, so they can find other types of shit. So it's like, nigga,
yeah, you going to
what
that
kind
special
of
doctor?
What niggas you think might have fucking played their whole career juiced up? You know what I'm saying? But we just think they phenomenal athletes.
Karl Malone.
MJ?
You can't.
They said this nigga had a 48-inch vertical, man. Do you know how high that is, y'all? 48 inches. And if you 6'6". Dwight Howard explained it best. He was like, if a nigga doing shit like that, this nigga fucking like putting his foot in the rim when he jump. Like literally, nigga.
Nah, I really understand that though. And then
that's crazy.
He maintained that vertical well into his 30s.
You know what I'm saying? Like at 34, nigga, after playing baseball and shit.
You know, past injuries and all that.
Ain't tore nothing, ain't fucking tweaked nothing, play 82 straight games for fucking play 82 games in the 90s for fucking 10 straight years with all them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
And so I know it's a good majority of people out there that like to believe that their celebrity idols are not taking these drugs. That's what it is. These are drugs, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Don't be blind. I'm gonna give you a prime example that some people might like to look over.
Oh.
The Rock.
That's a good one. I wasn't gonna go WWE, but that's a good one
for y'all, man.
Come on, man.
Hey,
we
man.
about to get real in this motherfucker. Let's get it, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all a perfect fact check on exactly this man's age because I know it's in the 50s.
Radio for the world, y'all.
53.
This nigga is 53.
The Rock is currently gonna be coming out with, I believe he already filmed a boxing movie.
At 53.
At 53, understand that this man looks more ripped than a young Mike Tyson right now, today, at 53 years old.
At 53, y'all.
Understand that by the time that he's done filming, he's going to gain that weight back and still continue to be ripped at 6'3", 260 plus pounds.
Man.
Now, I don't know if any of y'all are into the, working out world. It's extremely difficult for anybody at any age to be 260 pounds at any height and maintain that in a ripped physique. Now, to do that well into your 50s, I can confidently say I don't have, I'm not a doctor, but I can confidently say that that's not something that you can accomplish without a little extra support.
Let's be real, y'all. How many 53-year-olds y'all niggas know that's just in shape? And just think to the most in shape nigga. Either if a nigga fresh out of jail to the nigga that just be in shape all the time. And then compare that nigga to The Rock.
And understand, I'm not talking about, you feel me, like he just...
Yeah, we talking about, like, name another, like, think of The Rock.
Cut up, you feel me, neck down, cut up, 24/7, 365.
You know what I'm saying? If a nigga know a nigga like that, he for sure, he know he like 29 or some shit or 30. That nigga ain't 50, you know what I mean? So
and
like,
if he is, you feel me, find out what his profession is. He's probably a bodybuilder. He's probably on that shit too.
And we just gonna leave it like that, y'all. Oh God, what? The juice is loose.
No gloves.
No gloves. Oh shit, nigga. So last week was Juneteenth. Since we getting back to us, man, I meant to say that earlier, but it slipped my mind. But yeah, what'd you do for Juneteenth?
Not my Juneteenth was chill actually. I wanted to get into more than I did.
Yeah,
but I found me a little home with a little Taylor port.
Taylor gang. Nigga.
Gonna rep him hard. And
you know what I'm saying?
I found me a little piece and we just chilled up. It was got definitely got fitted up. I stepped out a little bit, but I didn't get into any parties or anything. It was definitely just a chill day. Just caught a vibe and just kind of was enjoying the scenery of everything. I was enjoying the energy that was just out, just knowing that I am who I am. I had on my black excellence and everything, so.
100%. Man, likewise, I was with my sister, Elijah, you know what I'm saying, her, and then a couple other of my homegirls and my homies, too. We all just kicked it at Ladera Park, bro. Just barbecued, my nigga, and played basketball. It was so black and so lovely. Had motherfuckers double dutching and shit. We was playing the tunes until the speaker blew out, you know what I'm saying? But even then, this is how great it was. The speaker blew out, but niggas still stayed. Everybody was at their table still talking. There was like beer pong games beer pong games and shit involved, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to the homie Zay, shout out to the homie. We was just talking about life and shit like that, like we usually do, smoking, kicking it. It was just so great. And I was even telling that nigga then, like, and back to what we were saying earlier, like community. So motherfucking important, and especially with us as black folks, our nature is community. You know what I'm saying? We're tribal people. You know what I'm saying? So we meant for gatherings and shit like that. And then especially these days, it's getting more and more of a disconnect. Whether it be the recession we in and niggas trying to get their bread and shit like that, or niggas just being too focused and locked in on their dreams because America makes it feel like you have to. You know what I'm saying? It's like you accomplish your goals or you ain't do shit. So it's like now you steering away from, just hanging out with your family and your folks and shit. But that energy together is contagious, you know what I'm saying? Like what? Like my heart felt so warm that day, man. I wish we can do that shit more often. Like I do that shit every day if I could. So
that was the part. That was what I was gonna say. That should be an everyday thing. It can't just be, for these holidays or unfortunately for these funerals that that we coming together. Like
bro. Yeah,
I got so much family that I haven't seen in years There's no way in the world that you should say you ain't seen your family in years.
And y'all stay in the same city. I'm guilty as charged too. I ain't gonna lie. Well, there's so many motherfucking family members that stay right here in this city I ain't seen in a minute, and I miss them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna name drop the names because I had to name all of them. But yeah, I love them so much, and I think about them every day and shit like that. But you know, that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? You know, presence and your time is what matters too, and honestly, what matters the most. You know what I'm saying? You even see that for sure, especially with kids. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't there with them, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna fuck with you, especially as the older they get. So I'm like, man, I need to make sure I stepped in because I even got I got a brother and sister and shit that, you know, I need to see more often. But I'll be focused on doing this shit, thinking, oh, I'm trying to build all this shit for them. And then I got to a point now where I realized, nah, I was doing that shit for me.
They got to come up with you.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, or even then, they don't even give a fuck about that. Maybe they just want to see me. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what I'm saying? It's so like anything you own, they want to be a part of it for sure.
You feel me? Bro, my little brother got locks now. like that came out of nowhere. I ain't seen him, man. I see this nigga got locked up.
You already know where that come from, man.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? When I was playing basketball, his nigga had his basketball and shit. So I'm like, man, I get that, and I don't take that shit lightly or for granted. I'll take that shit ultra motherfucking serious. That'll lock me in quickly. Like, man, I gotta make sure that, you know, I'm straight so they know
winning.
You know, they know they can win, literally.
And that's the thing. We all don't see it, you know, and it's shit. I think that's one of the biggest things, you feel me, especially in our community. We don't see people getting it the right way.
Nigga, come on.
It's available.
It is, bro. You can, nigga. We can. We don't.
You might have to hustle for it.
I think it's even worse, my nigga. I think we purposely glorify the wrong way. I think my nigga, even Wallow mentioned that shit. We glorify too much shit. Like, nigga, the nigga in the hood who banging, the most banged out nigga gonna get more love than the nigga who work every day and trying to take care of his family or even try to set up shit for the community and shit like that. They ain't gonna give a fuck about him. They might even call him a loser or some shit or a square or some shit, right? But the nigga that's banging the hood and shit, he the dopest nigga ever. And all this nigga did was just try to kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga the nicest nigga now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like our fucking priorities is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? We need to start fucking showing love to the real motherfuckers, the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is out here, you know, just really trying to be good men, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's people.
Like, man,
I seen this interview about a young nigga. I don't even want to disrespect him like that, so I'm not gonna say the exact city and get it wrong, but I know for a fact it was down south. He said he came back, opened up a damn daycare. Damn. Young nigga, 21.
That's beautiful, bro. What?
Opened up a daycare.
Hell yeah.
And he teaching them kids shit.
I love that, bro.
That's giving back to the community.
That's change. With it.
You feel me? He just found an opportunity. He got some people that will be able to back him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of things that we need to be doing, like, especially like, you know, reaching out to the youth, because they're gonna be the next line for us, and that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying our time is done or nothing like that, but definitely we got to touch on the fact that these is gonna be the up and comers for the next 20 years. They gonna set things in stone, and we got to lead by a more than great example for them.
Man, for sure, and I think we will. But shit, I want to get into one last thing as we get into wrapping this shit up. We usually got this little last segments we do on here that I'm starting. It's called I Got Something to Say. And really all it is like whatever you feel like you want to say as your last little take before we get up out of here, it be that. So I'm gonna let you have the floor this first time. You know, you got anything to say?
Let me touch on it.
Go ahead. It's all you, man. Radio for the world. We want to thank everybody for tapping in too. Like, this shit fun, y'all. We gonna keep going.
Hell appreciate y'all, real.
Make sure you subscribe to YouTube Radio for the World, and also subscribe to Big Dawgz TV. That's BigDawgz TV. Make sure you follow us too on Instagram at that same name. You know what I'm saying? My boy Just Reggie gonna be a co-host with me. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be here around giving his perspectives. But right now, my nigga got something to say. Let's hear it.
All right, so this might be a little different than probably anything y'all even hear on I Got Something to Say.
You good.
I'm not gonna cap. But I really do got something to say.
Hell
Y'all can call me crazy for it. I don't care. Fuck it. Maybe I am.
What's the thing? What's up? I'm gonna take my glasses off for this shit. What we on?
So, I guess since I'm telling it to y'all, I guess the biggest thing I can say is increase your awareness and get right with yourself and get right with whatever you believe in.
Amen.
Yes,
Shit.
Lord.
Hey. He's spitting, y'all.
There is more to this world than what meets the eye. And for some of y'all, they're a little more in tune. You're going to see things that don't seem like they supposed to be there. They are. I'm talking about real spirits. Now I said,
100%.
you can call me crazy on it. These things are real.
Trust. That nigga ain't crazy, y'all. I vouch. Shit. This is real shit. Keep going, though.
There's some stuff that may be okay. There's a lot of things that aren't. There's a reason why throughout history we've talked about things like Libra scales. We've talked about things like balance of powers. We've talked about things like yin and yang. You going out and you touching on that other side and you looking for good, understand that there's bad that comes with it.
Hey.
So be prepared.
Be prepared. 100%.
I'm not trying to spook nobody. You feel me?
Nah.
I just want y'all to be a little more aware of yourselves and a little more aware of y'all surroundings. And I'm not talking about the physical. I'm talking about the emotional, talking about the mental, I'm talking about the spiritual. And getting right with yourselves and getting right with what you believe in.
Keep God first, y'all. Pray to that man. Talk to him. He won't
Because
lead you astray. Go ahead.
100%, there's more to this.
Yeah. Keep going.
There's more than what we got right here.
Yeah.
And you ain't gotta lose yourself to get there. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all for right now, man.
That's beautiful, man. I agree with that shit 100% too. Like, hey, just get right with God, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of craziness going on, and it might even seem scary, but trust, I'm a testament that if you just believe in God, trust Him, everything else gonna get taken care of, man. Because in the scariest parts of my life, when I started feeling like I'm tripping on what the fuck's going on, I just closed my eyes, started praying. I was like, God, what's going on? Just give me clarity, help me out. And not to sound cliche, but that shit worked. You know what I'm saying? He came through. Now, you got to be close to God, though, and be tapped in for him to come through. Don't be going out here doing bullshit in life and then be like, oh, God, forgive me. Nah, fuck that. You gonna get what's coming to you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So don't be on no bunking shit and try to pray to God. Hate niggas like that. But if you real and shit like that, he got you. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that is to it, you know. As far as if I got anything to say, I got to say that, it's been a great week again, you know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's good. I've been good, you know what I'm saying? I just dropped my single last week, and that's been doing numbers, so appreciate you, man.
Come on now.
Let me see you do it out now on all platforms, you know what I'm saying? I already been telling you I've been going hard with my music and shit, you know, since day one. So now I'm in the point where I'm finally in my whole rollout phase, and this shit going good. Niggas got my gram loaded up and shit, sharing my shit, you know what I'm saying? I've been in certain parties and clubs where they've been playing my shit, so I'm like, nigga, this is exciting, because I think I just made the most fun shit I ever made. So I'm like, I can't wait for niggas to hear that. Nah, thank you, my nigga. Yeah. And I'm glad you're here on this motherfucking podcast with me, bro. Like, we elevate.
I appreciate you.
Shit. Nah,
that's real.
I told you I got you. I wanted you on this motherfucker. Like this. You gonna come through every Sunday though? Not Sunday, Wednesdays,
yeah. Man. I'm already locking in on it. What you talking about?
I already know, my nigga.
Come on now.
Just Reggie and this bitch. You know
I'm
gonna
try to slide through a lot more for y'all, for real.
You gonna meet my nigga JR too. He work at SoFi actually too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get up in there for real shit. I'm trying to get on everything, man.
Actually, I might too. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's fucking Ram season and shit. So yeah, we might.
Hey man, we gonna have to talk to y'all about this job market out here one day for y'all too,
next week
man.
we gonna talk to y'all
locals,
about
man.
What's it like in LA, because shit, it's kind of hectic.
Oh yeah, for y'all that's trying to come to LA too, y'all definitely gonna want to hear about what's going on as far as this working situation, because I know you trying to get to your money.
For sure, you know I know you horrified by all the stories of niggas having to go back home after coming to LA and coming with a whole they mind fucked up now. We ain't gonna let that happen to you. We gonna
You
give
been
y'all
here
the
a
game.
whole, you feel me, 26. Come on.
26, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we know exactly how it is in this motherfucker. We know how to help you. We know how to make sure you get right and all that shit, and to stay alive too. Because what a lot of niggas out here come do some dumb shit too. You know what I'm saying?
We're not going for that right now.
We ain't going for that. We gonna keep you on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Just show this love. So once again, this my nigga Just Reggie. Make sure you follow him on the gram. That's JUSS.Reggie. And how you spell Reggie, in case you know how to spell that, that's REGGIE. You know what I'm saying? Simple,
Already.
but you don't know. Make sure you follow my nigga on the gram. You know it's me, King Zay Suave. Follow me on Instagram as well, ZAYSUAVE. Radio for the World. It's been the Big Dawgz podcast, and we gonna be out this bitch, man. See y'all.
Already.